if you're just joining us, I'm Patty Serrano here with Sol Morey, Tom's oldest son. We're in, we call him Soul Son, and I'm in a series of just capturing a moment with Tom from everybody. Like, if we had to stand up in an auditorium and just get up and say one thing about Tom, because we're going to have a whole series of these. Of course, now Sol, his oldest son, could go on for hours, but we're going to capture one moment here from him. And what would that be, Sol?
You're on it. I mean, a lifetime probably. I could go on.
Exactly.
Yeah, so many things. Dad, Tom, Foam Boogie Master has given us, and myself. I can't stop reaching into the facets of my mind from how many experiences through his eyes I've been able to have in his lifetime. It's almost like giving myself another experience of lifetimes ahead of me because of the legends, we'll call them, of today in surfing. Are many of them gone before us? Greg Knoll and these guys are segments in our history of surfing, profound. How did they get there? Velzy and Bing Copeland. These guys are the pioneers of why we stand and we have been habilitated to be introduced into surfing. And surfing as a whole is something never new. It's just something we keep improving on. Peruvians had reed boards, if you will. So where my dad most influenced my life, and it's always hard to look at, what it is, that's been so positive around him. It is definitely that positive energy of everybody else's experiences. And he is my disciplining figure that I look up to, and I want to be loved by him and have his confidence that I'm going to be okay, because that's what makes a father feel good, is that your kid's going to go out and he's going to be able to make it. So I made sure we didn't have any coattails to hang off of. He taught us what he knew. And I was very fortunate in my younger days to see it all, as well as other projects being built in front of us. But we play around these things, like this is our background for playgrounds, jungle gyms, jumping off roofs into foam piles, having knives to cut and make things for art. Of course, we went to our school, but the real school playground was in the garage, hence garagemanship. And my dad really gave me a fervor for learning how to be successful, be an entrepreneur, and have that garagemanship sensibility, and learning through the eyes of such a master of creative craft out of anything. You want to take the grass off the floor here, dry it and pack it. You get yourself a little tablet there of something you could lay on and probably boogie on. And Dad was like that. He is giving us the impetus to keep creating. And what he's taught me, and I've made a lot of errors in making boards with Dad, Tom Morey. He's pretty strict on some things, and I knew I messed up some stuff. And you think that would deter him from wanting to work with the person? No. He understands you have to create and mess things up until you get it right. And that's been like the wave lesson too. Take the right wave, catch it till it's good. How many of us have great waves? Only a few of us have these really great moments. There's always, I just had my best balance, but I fell. And Dad always was accepting of me coming to work with him back and forth throughout my life. We did different projects. And he supported if I wanted to make something like a skim board while we were in Washington State. He showed me what he had, vacuum bagging, and we learned how to do this together, learn with vacuum bagging instead of the large surfboards. And that ability to craft with your father, your mother, that is, for me, the most heartfelt thing that I've been able to keep in myself. And I hope that you all know that Tom, and his ability to have created so many things, is just his whole desire in helping and listening to people to make sure that you become the craftsperson of the future. That his dreams are fulfilled through you. That your dreams are being fulfilled through somebody else. Don't let any of that stuff step you back. Create your ability to be a craftsperson in whatever field deemed necessary to first get that light ignited in yourself and then show it to the world. Today we're celebrating not just the setting of Tom son, of his son. It's the new dawning point of where craftsmanship is on us. We have to keep doing this and bring it forward. And we're not about just surfing the ocean here. This is how you look at a lifestyle. You can even surf the internet, for heaven's sake. How ethereal is that? You have the ability to move and progress into the air, as we see sailing and kites pushing two together, this ocean wind world, and we'll be fine. Before you know, we'll be in true Morey aeronautical endeavors, which is always, if Tom had his second life here, where he was going. He was always building on the side of being thrusted into the ocean as a body surfer to a surfer to back to a bodyboard boogie boarder. He went to wanting to be higher than that, and that's flight. So let's keep flying this stoke together that many of our legends before us have brought, and don't stop creating so that we can all get there together. That would be my message from my heart of what my dad would have me see is most important.
That was very touching. I'm sitting back here going,
I don't get to share any of this stuff these days.
no,
This is
you
feeling
don't.
right.